Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast, dear readers. Let's keep it short and sweet. I won't bang on about reviews and social media for once, and I've got no other news or information, so let us push on with episode 178 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Golden Belt. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. I'm with Happy, whenever this is. God knows when this is. I'm here with the usual crowd. Graham.
Good evening.
Leonine form of Dan.
Hello.
Favourite player. Johnny. Paul. Repaired and fully flickering. And, of course, his Christmas duties are over. Master of Spider Spy. What? Spider Spy? Master of Spider Science.
Got you.
The wonderful
Got you.
Lucas.
It's the 4th of January, everybody. Happy New Year. You were pretending that it was after Christmas already.
Yeah, but this episode comes out
After Christmas.
weeks from now.
Yeah, I know.
You've
It's
really
4th
not
of
grasped
January.
this concept. It's
I
after
have
Christmas and
grasped
Lucas
it.
is now free from his duties.
There's paperwork,
We had an email. Shall we? Shall
accounting, returns.
Shall I read you an email?
Yes.
You'd be
It's from
surprised.
Andrew, the chap that emailed in and had a go at all of you.
Oh, yes.
Remember him?
Yeah,
The one who
I remember
suggested
him.
that Paul needed cards with Scalies. Anyway, I saw Paul over Christmas, which was
He's not wrong, by
weeks
the way.
ago now, and I think it rather needled Paul. the whole
No,
thing. I
no,
mean,
no, he's right. I do need cars.
we took it in rather good humour, but Paul was, well, it was difficult. Anyway, I finally got him out of the pub eventually.
He is
and
quite
was
difficult.
just shouting. Hello again, Mike and lads. I'm currently listening to your Twixtmas cast, fighting a titan that sounds easily as lethal as an avatar of Tiamat, which in my feeble hands comfortably dealt with a party of level 17s. So in the event you live, full credit. Well, Andrew,
Yeah.
I think we're trying to work that out. Mike, I would be very happy if you did the recap each time, or at least if a recap is included each time. Okay, we'll have a quick recap before we push on. Do you operate house rules on saves? I have in some campaigns. Don't think we do we? Ort dice, I suppose.
Nice.
We have Ort dice, Andrew, which I presume if you've been listening, you kind of get, which is it's kind of like a hero point or whatever, but we haven't got any special save rules. Lads, I don't dare hurt your feelings this time, so we'll just say, oh, and read all of this, keep doing your best.
That's so condescending.
Wow.
Warm regards.
You're not totally shit,
Andrew.
but I can't be bothered to tell you how bad
thanks,
you
Andrew.
are.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
that
he's
is that.
amazing.
Iron Fist in the Velvet Glove, that's what
He's
that
an
was.
amazing
Excellent.
games master, isn't he? He must be
Yeah,
brilliant.
Must be really good, yeah.
Must be amazing. Never buying
Thanks,
him a
Andrew.
drink.
Marvellous. On we go. Well, I'll do the recap because we've been asked to do one. Nothing's been happening for ages.
What do you mean
Not
nothing?
our fault.
I think last week...
It's kind of is
Okay,
our
so-
fault,
well-
though, isn't it?
No, it's not your fault. You've been having problems with Krathanos, the Titan. He kicked
So I
your
need to do something.
collective behinds. I think that's fair to say. You ran away. A few of you ventured through a vortex in the corner of Krathanos' keep and found a shadow version of the keep. Weird, disturbing stuff. Seemed to be specifically disturbing to Burple. When he heard about the details, there was a figure in that shadow version of the keep which caused Burple some consternation when he learnt about her. Since then, you've kind of been discussing what on earth you can do to get this belt off this Titan. You cast a commune and you maybe narrowed down your options or maybe not. And then you decided to have another go at bargaining with him, and you got quite far to the point where you seem to have struck a deal with him that he will give you his belt if you give him Scaly as a sort of plaything / lunch. And where we left things, Paul had stomped into the keep, lit a cigar, and was considering whether or not to actually go for this. Krathanos is down on one knee, proffering his bag of holding, not a euphemism, waiting for Scaly to plunge into its depths. So, Scaly, what are you doing?
Well, I think what we should do is wait a week and let Andrew let us know what he thinks what we should do.
You see what I mean about needling him?
Come on then, Andrew. What do you reckon?
Kind of got your goat, didn't it, Paul?
Really got under the skin.
Really got under his skin.
Yeah.
Paul's so heavily medicated most of the time now.
This is true.
It's difficult to get anything out of him.
This is
but
very
wow.
true. I am very heavily medicated.
Mendicated.
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 I'm very heavily mendicated. I think I'm going to look Krathanos in the eyes and go, you first.
I can't fit in there, you daft alligator.
I'm not talking about you fitting in there. I'm talking about you taking the belt off.
Don't mention the belt.
You want me to give you my belt before
Don't mention
you
the belt.
give yourself up to me.
I think that's fair, don't you? I'm giving you my life. You're just giving us a belt.
Oh,
dear.
Just a belt? Gorilla's all like,
In the bag, Scaly, in the bag. Come on.
just a belt? Make a persuasion check, Scaly.
21.
The target number was 21.
Hey!
So now I'm going to roll a d6.
Yeah.
1 to 3, he remains rational, and therefore your persuasion check will play through what that means. 4 to 6, he goes irrational, and, well, we all know what that means. Here we go. Critical d6. Getting,
Oh, dear.
a 5. He bursts into absolute fury. He stands. He says, I'm not giving you my belt, you daft little crocodile. I've got a good mind to smash you into the ground and then eat you for my lunch. And we're going to roll for initiative. I'm going to put Scaly on the map
Just run away again.
at the appropriate
Close
points.
but no cigar.
You were all kind of talking to him over the wall, right?
Yeah.
Scaly's in the compound. I'm going to say just outside Krathanos' reach. Purple, what you get?
23.
Uncle Buggy, what you get?
9.
23 for Scaly.
16 possessions.
Parker got Lucas.
Parker got Lucas, yeah.
15.
And I need to roll for Krathanos. 17. Okay. We have Scaly on 23, Burple on 23, Krathanos on 17, Sessions on 16, Parker on 15, Buggy on 9. On 23, it is Scaly O'Toole. What do you want to do?
Shall we run away? Haste spell on myself.
Yep.
Move dash.
Move dash. Got it. Okay, so you move yourself out of the compound. Burple on 23.
I'm going to do a hemispherical wall of force over the top of him.
Yeah, so you're...
Hang on.
Oh,
Is it big
hang on,
enough?
hang on.
It's
It's a
30
radius
foot
of 10 foot, so it's wide enough. It was whether it's not going to be tall enough.
He's 25 to 30 foot tall.
So I might instead, I could do a confusion, but he'll probably say,
You can't do a silent spell, can you?
I can't do a silent spell.
You're not flying,
No,
so you can't see him. You're on the other side of the wall,
maybe not.
outside the keep. So that's something that you might want to think about.
Yeah. So I could do Otto's Irresistible Dance, which buys us a round.
A round's not going to do it.
That depends, doesn't it? If you're going to try and nab the belt off him, that was your idea, Johnny's idea. I mean, I think it's a terrible idea, but or confusion would be potentially. I mean, he's already confused. So I'm not sure how much of an effect that would have.
Well, see how if he fails or it works, then maybe we should try and grab the belt. I'll run up and try and grab it.
Got a
Tosses me.
12
But you
dice
can't.
fireball.
Climb.
No.
So,
someone has to toss
but
me.
that damage is just barely going to touch the sides, is it? It's
I
got
can
to have
I can get up to
shitloads
the
of hit
belt
points.
and use an action to release it in one. If you could
Yeah,
do
I mean-
the dance, then that would
Should
give
do the
me
dance.
a round to climb up.
All it means is that he is attacking at disadvantage, and we are attacking at advantage.
And do a silent spell.
I
on
thought
him.
the irresistible dance meant that he wasn't able to take action.
Target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration. Dancing creature must use all its movement to dance without leaving its space, and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. So it can still attack.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but disadvantage is a good
Yeah.
chance. I'll take that.
And it can't move.
And it gives me the option to get up to the belt and take the action. Mike said 1 or 2 actions, right? As soon as it's released, I can drop back down.
Has anyone been hit by him yet?
Yeah, I think someone got bashed.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
he's
lot of
got a
damage from
nasty
the axe.
hammer. Yeah, I've got a relentless endurance, so might as well give it a go. And we're going to run away anyway.
I have to be within 30 feet, I realise.
Yeah,
So I can't really do that anyway, because I can't get there.
because he's going to do the meteor storm.
Sorry. Yeah, so we
Do a
spread
silent
out.
spell on him.
I can't do a silent spell.
I can.
But I'm too late. Unless I use an alt dice to reroll my initiative.
Should I try confusion?
Yeah, why not?
Because you can
Or your
choose to
shadow.
save.
Your shadow thing?
I just did that. I only get one. If he decides to save against confusion, at the very least, Graham gets a shot at him.
I don't know that I do. It could
No,
well
it's the same
refresh
turn.
on his action, which would
Yes.
be next. I guess the way the sequence runs, it's the rest of us that should try and soak up his saves.
I could delay. I should kind of get the hell out of Dodge.
I.
What?
It's such a slim chance of success with this that we either go and do something else, or I get in the bag of holding.
I think the bag of holding thing might have failed.
Well, we can always wait and try again.
Mike, can I
Yes.
re-roll my initiative with a naught dice?
Yes, you can. I can't see why you shouldn't be able to. It's a test like anything else, right?
Okay, I'll do that again then. So
Okay.
here it is. It's
First time it's been done.
Yeah.
well, 6.
We're on a D10.
It's not going to be more than 17.
No, it's not.
But you have to
Sorry.
take the result.
D10 anyway.
So it's a 40.
So it makes absolutely no difference. Mike, I'm doing confusion spell, but I'm sneaking along behind the wall, so I'm not where he thinks I am.
Don't you need to be able to see him to cast the confusion spell? How does it work?
God's sake. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range.
You need a line of effect to the point you choose within range, though. We've had this discussion a million times.
Yes. But the
So
wall you say
you
is
ought-
kind of broken and holy.
It's virtually not there. It's more of a gesture of a wall.
Yeah.
It's just a suggestion.
Except
of
when
where the
I
wall
want to
once
hide
was.
behind it.
Except when you want to hide behind it, in which case it's a 15-foot bastion of total strength.
Yeah.
I think you need to be in a position where you can see somewhere to centre the spell. He's standing up now.
Yeah.
So if you're far enough away from the wall, you probably get an angle on him. If you were round near the gate, you could see where you targeted it. If you flew, which you can't do, I think, without casting another spell, or does your... How does that work?
It's active.
Is it an action to trigger the sword that allows you to fly?
Do the swords require concentration to fly?
I think it allows you to cast the fly spell.
Yeah, that's
so
what
yes.
I was thinking.
Oh, confusion is concentration. Okay, got it.
Can I climb up? So what was there, a 5-foot climb that I could just like...
At half speed, which is what.
Yeah,
the
but
climb
I'm
would
trying
be.
to
It's a
trying
deep-
to move away from where he thinks I am, so that if he decides on the meteor swarm, he does it where I'm not.
That's probably quite difficult to cram all of that in.
But if there's like a 5-foot bit where I can climb up to a place I can see him, I can still move 30 foot from my original place.
I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 or a 2, there is a section of wall immediately adjacent to you, broken down enough for you to only have to climb a little bit in order to be able to see him.
Or you could roll.
Fair enough?
You could roll a d6 on a 1 or a 2. There's a 5-foot gap which would detract 10 feet from my move. On a 3 or a 4, there is a 10-foot high gap, or the full 15-foot on a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd quite framed all of the options in my mind. Okay, anyway, we're on a d6. Getting a 6. So no, there isn't.
In which case, I will cast haste
Where are you moving to?
north.
Oh, he's hiding in
Up to
it,
the corner of the keep that's
He's
kind of got
hiding
the
in it.
tree.
Yeah.
tending to be a leaf.
Tree's a bit charred, right? So bear that in mind. Krathanos, actually no, I'm going to roll. 1 or a 2. Okay, Krathanos storms over to the nearest gorilla cage, flips the lid off it, says,
Shite.
"Join me, my simian chum." On 16 sessions.
Everyone else seems to be running away, so I am also going to run away.
I'm not running away. I'm strategically positioning myself.
Yeah. You're strategically positioning yourself well away from everyone else, and I'm going to do the same thing. I will strategically position myself all the way south and east,
As far away as you can.
as far away as I can.
On 15, it's Parker.
There is the option I can get to him and climb up and have an action on the belt.
Okay.
Ooh, do it.
Come on, do it.
Do it.
Oh, what the hell? I'm going to try that. So I jump up on the wall, walk around the wall, all the way over to him,
Yeah.
and then basically
Right.
I can get to the belt. Vertical surfaces don't make any difference, and then one action to release the belt.
Are you running up him?
Yeah, why not? He's 25 foot tall, you said.
We haven't got rules for running up
Well,
things,
counts
have
as
we?
a vertical surface as far as the monk's concerned.
Yeah, I just always think about these things as if I tried to do it to you with a small creature, like a tiny little monk.
How tall is he?
He's 25 to 30 foot tall.
Okay,
I
the
think we're
wall's
saying he's got a
15 foot tall. So he's
Yeah.
at about, on the wall, he must be about waist
Yeah,
level
he's
anyhow.
level. You could leap. You could make an athletics check to jump over and grab onto the belt. I haven't got a problem with that. It's about running up his leg. If I presented you with a foe that was a tiny little monk, and I said, well, it runs up, and it runs up your leg, it runs up onto your waist, it starts going through your pockets, you'd be like, hey, hold up. You can't just do that, can it?
Oh,
So I think we just talk about how
No,
that
I
would
don't know,
work.
Mike. We
So-
really would just say that's fine.
That's just the sort of thing we're like.
Just the way it is. I don't know. Let's ask Andrew. Andrew, write to us. What do you reckon?
Here we go. D&D rules for running up a dragon's back.
Okay, so listen to the definition of unarmed movement improvement.
Unarmed movement improvement.
You gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during your move.
Yeah, that's fine.
My interpretation of that is that's the way they're trying to interpret it, the sort of, crouching tiger, hidden dragon thing of monks, which just sort of happen to be able to sort of like step up into air, all the Kill Bill stuff. And so it doesn't really matter what kind of vertical surface there is, whether it's his leg or whatever, you do that monkish step in the air process.
There are two reasons why you should agree with what Lucas says. Number one, he's a rocket scientist, so he's bound to be right. Number two, next year,
I think he's
next year, you don't want to be on the naughty list. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Just say yes.
Luckily, there is in fact a rule.
Really?
Climb onto a bigger creature. If one creature wants to jump onto another creature, it can do so by grappling. A small or medium creature has little chance of making a successful grapple against a huge or gargantuan creature. As an alternative, a suitably large component can be treated as terrain for the purpose of jumping onto its back or clinging to a limb. After making any ability checks necessary to get into position and onto the larger creature, there aren't any, the smaller creature uses its action to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check contested by the target's dexterity acrobatics check. If it wins the contest, the smaller creature successfully moves into the target creature's space. The smaller creature moves with the target and has advantage on attack rolls against it. The smaller creature can move around within the larger creature's space, treating the space as difficult terrain. So, you must use your action to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. If you do that, you have secured your position. I'm going to say you can use your interact with an object to deal with one part of what we've established as a 3-part mechanism to undo the belt. So, give me a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay, go on.
And I will make a dexterity acrobatics check for Krathanos. I have no idea what Krathanos' dexterity acrobatics is. I suspect it's not amazing.
11.
Maybe an Ort dice.
11 is not great. I'm going to roll a dice and add a number, and Defender wins.
I'm going
draws.
to use my lucky first.
Good moment.
That was really
13.
13.
I'm amazed you've got only 3 in acrobatic. What's your strength? Athletics?
I don't understand that either. I mean, well, I've got 16 dexterity.
You're not proficient in either.
No,
you
oddly, as a monk, you don't get those proficient. I don't know why.
Okay, that's life.
You don't get to choose.
Anyway, so you've got a total of
off.
13. I'm going to roll for Krathanos, making an acrobatics check, getting a 6 is not enough. You cling on, and you can use your interact with an object should you wish to.
Yes. So flip the clasp or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can unhook one part of the mechanism of the belt.
Hey.
Krathanos roars in fury and swings around trying to dislodge you, but fails. On 14, it is a buggy.
I'm moving to the entrance of the compound,
Yes.
and then I'm going to do a silent spell, 20-foot radius, encompassing him.
Yeah, like that.
So he's in the very northeast corner, and it extends further out.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
And then I'm going to carry on moving.
Does he get a save or anything? No.
There's no save, no. It's just no sound. What shall I do, folks? Shall I run away?
What I was
or-
thinking, Joel, is Mike, when he went to the monkey, what's he doing to release the monkey? Exactly.
Each cage has got a stone slab that seals the monkey in, and he sweeps the stone slab off,
The roof to the
crashes
cage.
onto the ground next to the cage, and the monkeys jump out of the roof of the cage now that it's open.
Because I was going to say if we could get it closed again, but not a stone slab.
Well, let's get buggies round.
You don't
Sorry,
need-
is the monkey going to be able to jump out the thing, or is
Yes.
Yes.
Krathanos in the way?
Jump out the other side.
No, the monkey will be able to jump out of the cage onto the pillar next to it, or onto the wall
Yeah.
next to the
Come
cage,
up
or over the other
vertically.
side into the open ground next to
Yeah.
the tree.
I'll move back to where I was.
Uh.
Along
So you're
the
running
south.
back.
No, unless someone suggests
Well, I'm
something
thinking
else.
that, well, Parker's got one action on the belt done. Maybe we should focus on getting the other 2 actions on the belt done.
Well, I can't. As everybody's saying, I can't reach it.
In which case, how do you support Parker?
Well, I've done a spell that will stop him doing any spells.
Okay.
Unless
What
he
then?
moves a few feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, might work.
Have you finished, Buggy? Okay, so you're going to
Yeah,
run
skulked back. Hopefully nobody's noticed me.
round 2 already on 23. It's Scaly. Suddenly you can't hear Krathanos shouting anymore, Scaly.
Guys, what do you reckon?
What?
Well, we're going for the belt, aren't we?
Going for the belt, yeah.
Am I running in?
Anything you can do to assist me
I think
while I'm clinging onto this bell?
the best thing for Skelly to do is there's going to be a monkey round.
Okay.
I'm going to try and banish the monkey
Not a euphemism.
because that will. So I can. Because I'm hasted currently. If I move
Yeah.
up to just the entrance, kind of to the area, can I see the monkey?
Yes, you're looking through
Right.
Krathanos' legs at the cage, and you can see the
Right.
monkey. Yeah.
So I can cast a banishment to get rid of this monkey. Unless anybody thinks that's a stupid idea, I think it's a good idea.
Well,
I
it's,
hear nothing.
it's available, so yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's out, so
Yeah, it's an active monkey.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an active monkey.
It's in play.
What about running up and trying to do the belt? Can you get there?
No, not in this
Even
round.
hasted.
Even hasted, it's just too far.
Bear in mind the belt is 15 feet off the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Parker is currently clinging onto Krathanos somehow. I don't know.
Yeah,
how.
I'll do this, and then I'm going to shout, free action to shout at Parker, are you hasted?
Okay. Parker can't hear a thing you're saying. We can.
Oh, yeah, true.
He's in a silence spell, isn't he?
Well, there we go.
There we
See?
go. Is he acting like he's hasted? Looking at him, but
Absolutely no way of knowing.
surely he'd be like speeded up.
Do you know if he's hasted, Paul? No.
No. Okay.
Right.
All right. I will do the banishment.
Right. What's the DC of the save?
16 charisma.
A good-looking monkey.
It's a very good-looking monkey, I have to say. Lovely hair, great teeth, a lot of riz. Okay, here we go.
Please fail.
Rolling the blue dice of power. I know what number I need. I get
Oh,
a
it's a
5. It's
five.
not
Not
enough. And the monkey is no more.
Right. Concentration for a minute,
Or rather, it is more, but it's more somewhere else.
right? And then Skelly's going to finish his round by
Okay.
moving along the outside edge of the wall, just so he's out of sight.
Tucking himself around the
Tucking
corner.
it around the
On
corner.
23, it's burbledy herbledy hoobledy.
what's the deal with climbing this wall?
It's a 15-foot wall. It's not massively. I would say it's a DC 10 climb check.
A DC 10 climb check. Okay, well I'm going to. That's acrobatics, is it?
It's a strength athletics check.
Strength athletics. So getting a
Oh.
28. So I climb up the wall.
Oh, because you've got your belt of what's it?
Yep.
Your
Got
girdle of
21
hoo-ha.
strength. So I climb up to the top of the wall. Got another 10 foot of move if it's half speed up the wall. So I'll move up to like.
Krathanos doesn't hear you.
Okay. And I will cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on Krathanos.
You sure?
What?
No, fine. Okay. He doesn't get a save, does he?
Doesn't get a save. No, not yet.
And he doesn't have to hear you, I presume. So, fine.
The dancing creature must use all its movement to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. While the target is affected by the spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it and must make a wisdom saving throw to regain control of itself
Yeah.
as an action. And then I will skedaddle.
Are you staying on the wall?
No, I'm dropping back down and running around the corner.
Yeah. Okay. On 17, it's Krathanos. Krathanos has got a problem. He's got competing things for his time. He has to dance. So first of all, he dances.
Okay.
He goes, but he
Well,
can't hear himself
It can use an action to save.
straight away.
Yeah, on its round.
Well, I'm going to roll. I'm going to stick to the Krathanos system. On a 1 or a 2, he's going to kind of ignore both of these things. On a 3 to 4, he's going to try and shake off Parker. On a 5 or a 6,
Hold on a second. Can
Well-
he try to shake off Parker if he's dancing?
he has to dance, but he can do other things, right, Bonds?
Disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls.
So, not on that.
No,
He could dance and elect to throw off Parker, building it into the dance.
unless it's considered an attack roll.
I would have
It's
thought
not an
it's
attack roll, it's a
isn't
strength
it?
athletics check. It would say it was an attack if it was an attack. On a 3 to 4, he's going to try and build throwing Parker off into the dance. A bit kind of strictly. Like, grab Parker and just like unfurl him on the dance floor, da-da, and then just kind of.
Does Burple have the opportunity to determine what type of dance? I mean, could it be Michael Flatley?
Yeah, Irish dancing with his hands
Irish
down by his
dancing.
side.
Looking over the wall, you wouldn't even know he was dancing.
Disco.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like Fred Astaire. and Parker is like the cane or the hat. So it's like, wah, and he just chucks Parker off to one side, yeah, and then does the thing with the glasses like Eric Morecambe. But
Singing in the rain.
on a 5 to 6, he thinks about the future and he elects to use his action to make a saving throw. I know what we're all hoping for. It's getting makes the save. That's very boring of him. Okay,
Really boring.
So he's going to use his action to make a wisdom save. It means that Parker's in place though. Critical moment.
Uh-huh.
What's the DC of the wisdom save?
17.
Rolling a 5. That is almost certainly not going to be enough with the first roll. Then he's going to roll again because he saves at advantage. Getting a... bounced off the 20. That's still not enough. So now he is going to elect to make that save.
Right.
And he is no longer dancing.
So do the rules say that you can elect to make the save after you failed the save?
You're peering over my shoulder a little. But
I'm just checking.
he is... the specific text of this is...
If Paul asks, it can do anything it wants.
If he fails a saving throw, it can choose to succeed
Okay,
instead.
all right.
Right, now it's got a move action.
It's murder on
I'm
the
going to make an
dance floor.
intelligence check to see if it works out that something's odd about the fact that it can't hear anything.
Thanks,
It'd
Lucas.
be pretty fucking dumb not to realise that. But anyway, I'm going to roll an awful... No, okay. Because it's in the corner and there's nowhere else for it to go, 1, 2 south, 3, 4 southwest, 5, 6 west. It just stalks west out into the centre of the compound, with Parker clinging on desperately. Out of the silent spell, although it doesn't know that yet. And that is it, because the monkeys are all trapped, the other monkey is banished. On 16, it is Sessions.
So Sessions is going to fly north up the edge of the battle mat and then cast Summon Air Elemental,
Okay?
which is going to appear right next to Parker.
I'm going to put a hair element on for you.
Okay, it's going to sit there. And
What, literally? Has he got like a little camping stool or something?
No, it's just it's hovering. It's going to ready its action. And
Yes.
if the belt drops to the ground, it's going to nip in, pick the belt up, and flee south.
This is very good. This is almost like it could work.
Can it try and unhook the belt? That's the second step.
No, it'll run away with the belt if it drops to the ground. Parker's going to
No,
unhook
I'm
the belt for
unhooking
the next
the belt.
action, I think.
Then there'll be one more to do. One more.
If it is the real Parker.
I bet it's a real Parker.
As I understand it, Parker is going to have sufficient actions in his next turn to unhook the belt.
Well, earlier you said that he'd done 1/3 of the unhooking.
That's
Yes.
right. And he's going to be able to use his action to unhook 2 and his interact with an object to unhook 3. Well, we're there. Are we not?
Yes.
Well, I lied.
There are actually 16 clasps.
Yeah, go on, click the next one.
That reveals 13 more.
It's actually stitched onto its body.
Well, I mean, my question is, if I manage to do the second 2 steps, can I still then walk away with the belt in my hands?
I think when you flip the last bit of the mechanism on the belt, the last
it
fastening,
falls to the ground.
the elemental is specifically readying an action to grab the belt and to run away if it falls to the ground.
Yeah, precisely. So then, after it's
Yeah.
run off, I will run off after the elemental. How much of my movement? How much?
It's difficult ground. Let's say you have to go all the way around Krathanos once, right? It's like 10 squares of movement.
Okay. So how far can
It's
they?
going to be about 15 foot round, isn't
So
it?
it's about half of my movement, basically.
Right, there you go. So you've got the other half of your movement. Simple.
Right. So do the elemental.
Krathanos roars in fury.
Yeah.
The elemental grabs the belt
Yeah.
and starts to head off, I presume, directly away from Krathanos
Straight.
as fast as it can.
Yep, moves 90 feet.
Krathanos will take an attack of opportunity on the elemental. He cares about nothing more than the belt. He'll swing his giant hammer at it. He's incandescent. He goes, "What is this going, my beautiful?" I'm just thinking a picture of his belt, actually. It's really small. No. What? Tiny,
Tiny,
thing.
it's like a bracelet.
Bring me back my belt, you horrible piece of wind. I'll make a melee weapon attack with the maul. I don't know what the armor class of the
15.
elemental is, but okay, he hits armor class 22.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Not very much.
29 points of bludgeoning damage on the elemental as it swoops away. We go back to Parker. You are running off.
Yes.
Krathanos has used his attack of opportunity. He
7
would use it on
squares.
the person stealing the belt. And it is Uncle Buggy on 14, and you have the belt. Somehow. Well, yeah.
Right,
See?
so we need to
Dead
stop
easy.
him chasing us or doing spells. So what do you suggest? I was thinking of doing an insect. No, blindness, deafness on him. Blindness on him.
He's
Could
certainly
you probably
possibly
save against
The silence is quite effective.
Do another silence.
Silence
Maybe
is
at the
quite-
entrance of
The only
here.
problem with the
'cause
silence is it doesn't move.
I'll do a silence that covers the sort of entrance way, because he's probably going to move up to do his meteor storm or whatever.
Well, as long as we keep further apart.
So I'll cast another one.
Yeah. Okay. And that
if you
removes
could
the first one. Yeah, absolutely. I'll just use the same template and move it across.
The bottom bit should just be where Parker is.
Something like that.
And then it extends.
A bit further north.
Up 1 square, I think.
Like that.
Should we do want to go down? Because he might go
All right,
to the end.
down. Yeah, okay, down.
I'd push it. Yeah, I'd even go a bit further than
I
that.
wouldn't.
Really?
What's to stop him doing a meteor swarm where he is?
This is great radio.
We can't see. Can he see over the wall?
Yeah, he's
Yes, he's 30 foot tall.
Yeah, but what can he see when he looks over the wall? The only thing he can see is
It's quite an area of effect of meteor swarm.
session.
The other thing I could do a blindness on him, so hopefully he's used his instant save thing.
Yep.
So it's just a risk of whether he's.
We're back to the magic save thing again.
It's a con save. If he fails it, he's blind for a minute.
He's going to have a massive
think?
constitution, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he might roll 1 or a.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he'll choose to save, but then hopefully he'll have used his choose
what
to
do you
save,
think?
and then we can do
Silence
other
or
stuff.
blindness?
Yeah, go for the blindness.
Yeah, that's not a bad option.
Can somebody quickly put the air elemental where it actually is, the mini on the battle map?
Oh, right. I don't know who moved it, but it should be about here, 90 feet from where it was.
So the air elemental is directly south of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's scootled along the ground, or has it gained in altitude?
I didn't really tell it to.
Right, so it just shot south as fast
I
as
would
its
imagine
little
along the ground. Yeah.
airy legs could carry it,
Short, fat, airy legs.
dragging the belt with it. It's got short, fat, airy legs.
I'm going to do the silence because it's got better range. Otherwise, because I have to go within
Okay.
30 feet for the blindness. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, so maybe move it 5 foot square to the north, moving 15.
Hold on, you're doing the
feet
silence
south from the wall, and then I'm doing a silence spell.
on me.
No, a bit further north, just to block up the entrance.
What would work quite well, you know,
Why?
Where do you want it?
is
Where
if
do you
I
want
don't
someone
it?
did
understand why that would
invisibility
be
and we just run away.
He can see through invisibility.
Well, he might.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a possibility
it's
he'll
got
come up to the entrance and do a load of spells. So that'll stop
Yeah, but
him
why
doing
does
that.
he doesn't need to go up to the entrance? I don't understand.
doesn't
why
either.
Yeah,
he
that's
can't
what
do
I'm
spells
thinking.
from where he is.
Yeah.
If he's going to do a meteor swarm, he's going to do it standing where he is. If you're going to do the silence spell, you need to do it on him again, so that he needs to basically. Well,
Well, he'll just
presumably-
move. He could just move to the south. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but then the silence spellers have got no.
I don't know. I mean, where he's standing, he's not going to be able to see Scaly, right? Scaly's tucked behind the wall, so
Yeah.
if he wants to see everybody, he'd probably come up to the entrance. I would have thought.
Right now, the only
peer-
person he
and
can
peer
probably
out.
see is Sessions, to be honest with you.
And Parker.
What else can I do? I mean, if I do it on him,
And Parker.
he's just move. I think he'll just move to the south.
The first thing he will do is he will step out of the silence, and then he will do the spell. So I can't see the point in a silence spell.
All right. Well, I won't do a silence spell. I'll just run then.
But something else.
um.
Have you got anything that can topple him over?
Blindness.
No, I have to get within 30 feet with him.
No.
I could try insect swarm.
Yeah, something that would just keep him
Busy.
annoyed.
Okay, I'll do an insect plague centered on him, which is also 20-foot radius. Run to the south, DC 15 Constitution save.
Rolls a 10. That is almost certainly going to be a save. It is a save,
He takes 10 piercing damage.
and it's magical.
Yeah.
My creature must also make this saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or it ends its turn there.
We'll worry about that in a bit.
Just running southwards.
Next, it's Scaly on 23. Are you concentrating on your banishment spell?
I'm concentrating, but no, he's
Fred-
going to
Tonight's other beer, Paul, is Foghorn
Falcon.
from Brew Point.
Nice.
It's rather nice, actually. It's cheap.
Scaly's going to run. He's going to move.
Okay, you're going to move your mini to wherever
Move.
it is
He's
you
going to
want
be
go.
kind of generally in a southeast
Okay,
direction.
There's a cliff not that far south of you, but you've got enough running room. On 23, it's Burple.
Yes, I'm going. I don't know, Michael. I don't know.
Where is Burp? Oh, he's right round there.
He's hiding in a tree again.
But the tree, yeah.
Hiding under a tree.
Favourite pastime. Hiding under a tree. Well, I'm going to move south, I think. And then I'm going to...
What do you think, Dan? Just a thought. What if we ducked into the Shadow Realm? Do you think you can follow us there?
I was wondering, but it's the belt that we need to protect.
Yeah, but we could get the belt in there as well.
But the belt is to the south with the air element. So
Yes.
the first issue is it moving south after the belt and potentially casting a meteor swarm,
Yeah.
killing the air elemental and then recovering the belt. We
That's
don't
true.
want to be too clumped together. I don't want to move too far south. I want to keep a good distance, but I can't really. If I would do a Notto's Irresistible Dance again, but I can't get close enough to do that. I've got Wall of Force. I'm thinking I could do a straight Wall of Force
Across the entrance.
across the entrance.
Would he know it was there?
Isn't he just going to step over that?
Well, he wouldn't step over the Wall of Force because it's 10-foot cubes.
But he's 30 foot tall.
I could do it 30 foot high. So he's not just going to step over it, is he? I could do a Dissonant Whispers, which would cause him to move away from me if he fails on his saving throw and would do a bit of damage. I could do a Fireball, which would do a fair bit of damage.
You need to distract him. He's got a zillion hit points.
If we go to the Shadow Realm, though, we have a problem getting out again.
He can't get in, he's too big.
He can see us go in and wait for us on the outside until we come out again.
Yeah, and secondly, given your aversion to even the mention of the Shadow Realm, I personally don't think it was a good idea to find out what happens when you go into the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
I mean, might be nothing, but I think
It was an aversion to the woman.
whatever. But actually, physically
whatever.
seeing the creature,
Whatever.
is a step up, isn't it?
We got to think. Can we outrun him in some shape or form?
Well,
so
it's
we can
got to
make
move.
off
It seems
with
to have a movement of 30 feet, so I think we can.
Or do we have to kill him?
Well, I think we can outrun him.
Do we also know where we've
I
got to
think
take?
so too.
What have we got to do
Too
with the
hard to
belt
kill.
now we've got it?
We just have to get. We just have to obtain it.
We
I
have.
mean, it
already
might
done
come
that,
after
haven't
us somewhere. It might just sort of have a link to it and know where it is and just follow us around the island. That would be bad.
Throw it off the edge of the cliff.
What, the belt?
Yeah, we have obtained it. Did anywhere ever say that we had to hand it over to somebody?
Maybe we have to use it, like wear it.
Yeah, maybe you have to use it. That would seem a rather strange thing to do, is to go to loads of trouble to get hold of it and then throw it away.
Put it in my portable hole. Extra dimension. Might not know where it is.
Why don't I just do a fireball?
Go on then.
That might actually distract him.
I'll climb up 15 foot. Athletics check. 33.
Yeah, lovely.
And then I will do a fireball on it to a 4th level, which is 9d6.
Oh, that's a nice lot.
29 point of damage. DC 17 dex save to half.
Rolling the blue dice at power. Getting a 70 saves against that.
So it takes
Of
half.
course.
14. And then I will climb down and then sneaky.
My insect plague lightly obscures the area, by the way.
80
That makes
to
any
there.
difference.
Okay, it's him. Well, he only cares about one thing, and that's the belt. Well, he is going to leave the area of the insect plague, and then he calls down from the sky a meteor swarm.
Oh, fuck it.
You might.
One of those swarms is going to crash into the elemental. A 40-foot radius sphere.
That is some crazy spell.
It is a crazy
I'm going to
spell.
be caught in multiple things, probably.
A creature in the area of more than one fiery burst is affected only once.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
And also, it's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've just been completely fried.
okay. Here
I
we
think I
go.
forgot to
40-foot
rage,
radius,
that's the trouble.
absolutely enormous.
Blimey.
Is that right?
That's 40, I think.
10,
It's bigger than that.
20,
I think it's
30,
one bigger.
40, yeah.
It's bigger than that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another
absolutely
one.
enormous. This spell radius. Is that it?
That looks right. Yeah,
That's
that-
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
is-
it.
that
That's 8, yeah.
So one sits
Oh, Johnny.
directly on the air elemental.
Mhm.
That's all it really cares about.
Gonna get one on me, aren't I?
And then we have 3 more.
Yeah,
Where are they going to go?
I wonder.
Well, can't see anybody else. You can only see Parker. You can probably just about see Buggy.
Probably see Scaly as well, can he?
Oh yeah, you can see Scaly. You're right. You
Ah,
can see
yeah,
Scaly.
thanks. Thanks, Charles.
He's 30 foot tall, he can probably see Sessions.
You can probably see Sessions, see over the wall.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to roll.
Burple seems to have been lost in this greenery.
Yeah,
no,
but
there
yeah,
it
it doesn't know where Burple is.
There
No
it is.
idea where Burple is.
Probably see Burple.
Can't see
Burple just had a nasty firewall.
Okay, well, I'm going to roll.
Yeah, from
I'm going to roll
from
some
up here.
random.
Bug is pointing.
On the wall! Behind you!
Everyone's shouting.
And there's a
yeah.
hobbit over there, he did that horrible thing.
I don't know quite how to randomly place these.
And the green guy stole your belt.
Everybody hates a snitch.
We're going to roll the dice. 1 to 3, it spreads out these meteor swarms. 4 to 6, it's so obsessed with the belt. And it's not, I think, rational enough to... It hasn't got the player's handbook in front of it. And it hasn't got a D&D Beyond subscription. Well, it had, but it lapsed. It cancelled it, actually, after the
Got the internet.
After the
OGL controversy last year. So I'm going to say that on a 5 to 6, it just drops all the meteor swarms on the
Mike,
elemental.
just to
Yes.
argue a little bit, is that you have twice said all it cares about is the belt. So why is there
That
even
is why I'm rolling a D6.
Well, why are you rolling anything?
Are you questioning my wisdom?
Because
because he's
if,
because
if,
because
all,
I've
if
been,
all he cares about is the belt,
I'm gonna say
why is it
1
going
to
for anything
3.
else?
It splits them up. 4 to 6, it drops them all on the elemental.
let's go 4 to 6.
Come on.
So
4 to
that's-
6.
4 to 6, it does. Very good news for all of you.
My God.
Right, but it does kind of make sense. The elemental is going to make a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
The saving throw is a DC 23 dexterity save.
What about the belt?
Then we'll see where we are.
What about the belt?
Are you saying, Paul, that you think
It
that
specifically
the
says
belt
in
should
the...
perhaps be destroyed?
No,
Is that
no,
your-
it
I
says if it's not being carried.
mean, Paul's making a lot of sense. He made a lot of sense before about that other thing. And now,
Didn't change your mind though, did it?
well, no, because I thought about it and there are other options, but I have to say, you make a very persuasive case, Paul. You really do. Good point, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said.
I don't think we're going to worry about that. It's 20d6 bludgeoning, 20d6 fire.
Well, probably not saving. 11, nope.
Nope. The bludgeoning damage is 70 points,
Okay.
and the fire damage is 68 points. Wow.
Yeah, okay, 70 it took half of 35, then it took the 68. That's the
68 points of fire damage,
up at the end.
and it's vaporized.
Yeah.
Done. No more elemental. The belt is lying on the ground. Krathanos is gonna... he's gonna fly. He just takes off and he flies over you, Parker. He's going after his belt. On 17 at Sessions.
Out of range of me, I assume.
You could make the case that as he takes off over you, that he leaves enough of his giant sandaled foot behind for you to have a go. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah,
Do you think you're hard enough?
I'll have a go.
Why don't you try and grab onto him as he's flying?
No,
Climb
no, I
up
won't
him.
have a go because if I hit him, I can do a stunning strike on him. So I will.
Go for it.
On his
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
one of
go
them.
for it.
Da,
Da, da, da.
That one.
Da, 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 da.
Come on.
Da, da, da.
Armor class 21.
Is a miss.
Hello, miss.
Hello, miss. That it? You done?
Yeah.
It flies over you. It's Sessions on 16.
Okay.
Another air elemental?
I can't do it. I can only do it once a day.
You're going to be watching that post office documentary.
Oh,
Series or documentary?
Sorry, the series, the drama.
I've seen the
watched the
first
last one.
episode.
It was obviously stirred up. Finally, stirred up something about it. And I
Yeah.
just wish they'd fucking make a documentary about that Pedro Mendes gold bonds.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Toby Jones playing Pedro Mendes. Yeah, running over 4 nights. Yes, finally we get the public inquiry we deserve. I'm really sorry, I keep getting distracted. Sessions.
Do we want to try and force him to make his saving throw?
Meaning what?
yeah.
Well,
Well,
do you have something useful you can do before his next go?
I can
Well,
put
so
a dome,
on my
dome of
round,
wall of
I
force
can
over the belt.
move 140 feet and pick the belt up on my way. That's
Right.
what I'm going to do, unless
Right.
there's any...
Well, one thing I could do is I
he
could,
doesn't seem to move that fast.
I could
I
run
can
up.
outrun him.
How
I
far
don't
did it
think it
move
does
this
it
time?
more than once.
No,
I think it's got a list of things it can
I
do.
don't think it can move 140 feet in a round.
Well,
I
hang
can
on, it's
run
just
up.
I'm gonna
moved
be-
50 feet
Yeah.
as a move, as a single
So
move.
move, it can move 100
100.
feet, and I can move 140.
And I can move 120 while I'm hasted. Buggy's fast.
I could run up, grab it, and then meld to stone.
That's what I was wondering. Right, so
sink
if you
into
run
the
up,
ground.
yeah, I could do a dome over it, You could go through the ground and up underneath it to grab the belt and then go back down again.
Can't quite do that.
Okay.
What I do is I can grab it and then I just sink into the stone for like 8 hours.
That sounds
He's either
like a
going to wait
brilliant
there,
idea.
or we could do a fog cloud or something to obscure the area.
But
So he
I was
doesn't know
thinking
what's
that
happening.
actually this is the time for your fog cloud. Finally, a sensible time to use it. It
Like
would defeat its
a-
true sight, wouldn't it? You can't see
The
through.
smoky thing
true
is
sight.
not working. But if I do the fog
Oh.
cloud, I can't do the melt to stone.
Why is
If
the smoky
someone
thing
else
not working?
obscures the area,
I think the melt to stone is a great idea.
I don't,
Why not?
because you can't get away. I think Parker's idea is about one.
Just outrun him.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are
he's
you going to
got
go?
other spells.
At what point is he going to stop? I mean, if he keeps pursuing us,
Well, it depends if he will keep pursuing us. So we could...
We also have the other people on.
I wonder what the success criteria is here. It says claiming of Krathanos' golden belt. What does it mean to have claimed
Somebody
it?
should shout, "I claim this belt."
Well, I was thinking about saying that on my way down.
might need to put it on.
Yeah, but it's 8 foot long.
Yeah,
well, it might
Okay.
shrink to fit you or something like the
it
ring.
might be one of those.
Well, what do you want to do?
I think, Lucas is outrunning.
Yeah, I
I
think.
don't know. I think he's just going to do loads of spells. Well, I don't mind having loads of spells on you as you're running.
Yeah, but we can run interference, can't we?
Okay, then it's a plan.
How far off the ground is it?
Krathanos?
Yeah.
Near enough to the ground for Parker to have a swipe at him. So let's say Parker can reach, 7-8 feet into the air. I mean, at his feet.
Obviously, there's the other thing we have to consider when doing the outrunning, which is that I can't believe for a second that Mike wants to do another session with Croissant. Maybe if we just do the
I don't know who
outrunning.
Croissants is, but,
Krathanos, sorry. I can't believe you want to do another session of him, so...
well, Krathanos is extremely popular. I got a message from Steve. Dear Steve, a reader. I know you're getting fed up with the current combat, but just to let you know, from a listener's perspective, I haven't been bored once with it.
Yeah.
I quite like
So
Krathanos.
there you go.
Thanks, Steve.
Then he also put, genuinely the lovely group to listen to, if not frustratingly but hilariously burdened with inertia from time to time.
Yes, that's true.
Thanks, Steve.
That's what Steve said. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. I prefer you to... What was his name? Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On we go.
Here we go. Yep, it's me. I can't
Come on.
think what to do.
We've been running interference for you.
I know, you've been
Giving you
distracting.
time. Yeah.
Fly up and claim the belt.
Belt is just lying there, glistening
Listening.
in the snow that I haven't included on the map, waiting to be claimed.
What does claim actually mean? What do you have to do to claim the belt?
Someone suggested just say, I claim the belt.
Hold the belt and go, I claim the belt.
Well,
Well,
Steve is enjoying it, but I don't think he's enjoying it that much. Come on.
okay. Let's try making it make a wisdom save, Mike.
Okay. What's the DC?
18.
It rolls a
Ah, blue dice of saves.
blink.
Okay.
It goes
You're going to turn into a frog or something.
Something.
stick monkey.
Yeah.
You need to come up with something better than that. I'm going to go and get my belt now. But it's not, because Parker is next.
I'm going to also move south, Mike. 60 feet.
Fleeing further.
Yeah.
Parker,
I will attack it again.
yeah, make your roll.
Hitting.
But that's used your action,
armor
of
class
course.
21.
Is
It was also a miss.
Hello.
And then I will then move due south
Yes.
70 feet. When I get to the belt, I will pick the belt up,
Krathanos goes, no!
interact with an object.
Shout, I claim this
and-
belt.
hang on. Yeah, and I will carry on moving.
And you shout, I claim this belt.
And then
I claim the belt.
free action shout, I claim this belt.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Yeah.
Is that what you needed to do? Well, you know
Who
what?
knows?
Nothing happens.
We're not going to find out now.
Oh, you're shitting me.
We are going to.
You annoying person.
Is that all you needed to do? Or is there much more Krathanos-based
dear.
action to come?
Please.
Anything to make Steve happy? Well, we will find out when we pick things up next week.
Are we entering into
Krathanos
a
Book 4.
chase around the island?
You can discuss this as much as
Some
you
kind
like.
of weird...
Benny Hill.
Yeah, weird...
we're stopping. Finally, a comedy reference that our American readers will get.
Buggy as Benny Hill.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Library of Last Resort and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Library of Last Resort was written by Nicholas Logue. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!